Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm basically just going to be talking about the pros and cons of working at Starbucks. So it's actually been like 3 years since I left, but I still get questions to this day. Every time I say I work at Starbucks, people are always really curious. They always ask me questions. So yeah, today I thought I'd just talk about the main pros and cons. I do have notes on my phone, so sorry if I look down. But yeah, I'll just get into it. So I'm going to start off with the pros. So first of all, I put easy to get because it was my first proper job, and to work at Starbucks, you don't really need any prior experience or education. Obviously, if you have customer service background, that's great, but yeah, basically you can get hired with zero experience. Another pro is the free food and drinks. So we weren't technically allowed free food, but normally, because we did closing shifts, a lot of the food would get like marked out if it was about to expire, so we would be able to take that food home with us. And also we were allowed one free drink on each of our breaks, and also before and after our shift. So that meant if I was doing like an 8-hour shift, I could get one drink before my shift, 3 drinks during all my breaks, and then 1 drink after. So that was like 5 drinks a day. So yeah, you get a lot of free drinks. You do get kind of over it after a while. Like I definitely stopped having frappuccinos because I just couldn't have that much sugar. So yeah, anyways, it's still a really good perk because obviously drinks are really expensive, and yeah, you get to basically try everything for free. Another pro is that you work quite close with your other colleagues. Obviously the stores are usually pretty small. Like I worked in a shopping mall, so it was a very tight kind of area. And yeah, I worked closely with all my colleagues, so I got to know the other people really well. Also having like supervisors nearby, they always tell you like when you're gonna get your breaks, and it also works well because they can end up being your reference when you leave and go somewhere else. Like for me, even though I worked at Starbucks like 3 or 4 years ago, I'm still like close with my supervisors, and I still like ask them to be my references and stuff. Whereas with other stores where I've worked, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, you don't work as closely with your supervisors, so it's harder to get references. Another pro is that Starbucks is a very well-known brand. So even though like honestly I didn't really make that much coffee, like I didn't really use the coffee machine a lot, I've been able to get other jobs like at cafes just because I've had Starbucks on my CV and people recognize that, and yeah, they just assume that obviously you're really great at making coffees. Also because it is such a well-known brand, and they have many stores around the world, you can transfer to a different city or maybe even a different country. So yeah, that is definitely a pro. Another pro is that you're kind of always doing stuff. So like I'm quite a practical person, so I don't like just to be standing there, so I like to be busy, and it also means that time goes faster as well. Okay, now I'm gonna get into the cons. So first of all is the hours. So I guess this could be a pro as well, depends how you look at it, but you probably will have to work long hours and like early mornings or late nights, and also during the weekends as well. For me, like since I was a student, those were kind of the hours I was looking for anyway, because obviously I couldn't work during the week because I had school. But yeah, if you are looking for more of a full-time role, I guess you will probably have to sacrifice your weekends and late nights as well. And also during Christmas time, it got extremely busy. Again, I worked in the shopping mall, so we had to do like shifts up to midnight, because that's when the mall was like closing. So yeah, another con is the low pay. So when I was hired, I think the minimum wage in New Zealand was like 15.25 or something. So yeah, I pretty much just got paid that for like the whole time I was there. I was meant to get like a raise, I think, of like 50 cents, but I never got it. So yeah, the low pay is definitely a con. You're definitely not gonna be a millionaire working at Starbucks, but I was able to still save some money. Another really kind of important con, I guess, is it's just very, very tiring. So you are on your feet all day, and because a lot of baristas probably experience this, but you're kind of doing the same movements every day for hours on end, so you can get like strains from your wrists or your hands, or I don't know, you can just get like injuries as well. Another con is the annoying customers. So most of the customers are really nice, but you do hear horror stories of those really, really annoying customers that can they can swear at you, they can just like ruin your day. So that's definitely a con. Another con is the fact that I felt like your clothes and your shoes got really dirty because of all the syrups, and when you're working a rush and it gets really, really busy, like you get really messy, and your clothes just smell like coffee, your shoes get dirty, and just yeah, everything just gets dirty. And the last con, which isn't really a con, but there's just a lot of stuff to remember. So like when you're starting out, it's pretty hard because you need to remember all these combinations and all these different drinks. So yeah, that can be really hard, especially when you're starting out, but you do get used to it. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other further questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!